Today is 4th of July. Today, the United States of America celebrates becoming a country.
Happy birthday to you.
There are many countries in our world today. There are countries close to us, like Mexico and Canada, and there are countries farther from us, like India and Japan. One thing all these countries have in common is that they like to make rules and laws. Now raise your hand if you love rules. Anybody? Let's be honest. Sometimes we do like rules. We often like the rules that we make up. When my husband was a kid, he made up a rule that only he could sit in a certain spot in the car. His little sister was not allowed to sit there. Now, this certain spot in the car also happened to be the best spot in the car. Oftentimes, we like the rules that get us the things that we want, that allow us to do the things that we want to do. Other times, we don't like rules. You may not like the rule that you have to eat your vegetables before dessert. You may not like the rule that you have to brush your teeth before bed. You may not like the rule that you have to do your homework before you get to watch TV. Sometimes rules keep us from doing the things that we want to do. Sometimes rules make us want freedom. Now, as Christians, it's important to understand that the freedom we have in Jesus is different than the freedom we have in this country, in the United States of America, or in any country. See, all countries get to set rules and laws to say who gets the best things. Just like my husband decided long ago when he was a kid that he got the best seat in the car. When we look back at the history of the United States, the best things at one point were only given to some people. The best things were only given to people who had a certain skin color, who were a boy or a man, who owned land or a home, and were a citizen. See, freedom and power was based on what you looked like and what you had. However, Jesus is different. We are so lucky to be Christians because Jesus is different. The Bible tells us that there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female, for we are all one in Christ Jesus. What this means is that Jesus does not give you more freedom and power if you live in one country versus another country. Jesus does not give you more freedom and power if you're a boy versus a girl. Jesus does not give you more freedom and power if you live in a big home versus a small home. Jesus does not give you more freedom and power based on the color of your skin. See, Jesus does not give freedom and power based on what you look like or what you have. Jesus gives freedom and power based on one thing. Jesus gives freedom and power based on who He is and what He has done for you. And the freedom and power that we get from Jesus because of who He is, that is much different than the freedom and power we get from living in the United States of America or in any country, really. the freedom and power we get from Jesus is greater. And while we can celebrate the freedoms that we have today in the countries that we live in, even more we celebrate the freedom and power we get from Christ Jesus.